Hallo und willkommen zu einer neuen Folge mit mir, Ulrich Eid. Und dieses Mal habe ich mit Alessandro Donaggio geredet. Alessandro ist ein BMX-Fahrer aus ursprünglich Venedig. Jetzt lebt er in Barcelona und ich habe ihn kennengelernt vor 2 Jahren, als ich einen Kurztrip nach Barcelona gemacht habe. Und ich wollte schon länger mal mit ihm einen Podcast machen, weil ich einfach das Gefühl habe, dass er einen sehr kreativen Zugang zum BMX-Fahren hat und ich es deswegen sehr passend fand, ihn hier irgendwie mit einzubinden in dieses Projekt von mir. Ähm, Wir haben über sehr viel geredet. Es war ein wahnsinnig ehrliches und spannendes Gespräch, finde ich. Wir haben angefangen damit, wie er zum BMX-Fahren gekommen ist und irgendwie seinen Weg dorthin, wo er irgendwie auch jetzt steht zum BMX-Fahren, seine Herangehensweise ans BMX-Fahren als eher als Kunstform, als vielleicht als wirklichen Sport oder als Extremsport. Dann auch noch sozusagen, wie das BMX-Fahren ihm als Person geholfen hat zu wachsen und sich zu entwickeln. Und es war einfach ein super interessantes und ja, sehr spannendes Gespräch. Und ich hoffe, ihr könnt es genauso wertschätzen, wie ich es irgendwie konnte. Es war sehr interessant und ging mir sehr nah, das ganze Gespräch. Ähm, Das Internet war leider ein bisschen schlecht, deswegen kommt es manchmal so ein bisschen zu Verzerrungen. Ich hoffe, ihr könnt da trotzdem drüber hinwegschauen und könnt es genießen. Also viel Spaß bei meinem Gespräch mit Alessandro Donaggio. So, are you ready?
Okay, super ready.
All right, so yeah, today I'm here with Alessandro Donaggio. Uh, I think he's like one of the most amazing and most like positive, and I can't really describe him. He's like just one of a kind person, and it's just
Oh,
always amazing talking to him and like spending time with him. So
thank you
welcome,
so much.
Alessandro. It's so good to
Thank you
have you
so
here.
much, bro. For me, it's the same. Like, it's every time crazy, like, stay together, speak together because, your vibes is crazy. So, like, I'm honored to stay here and have opportunity to speak with you.
Yeah. I just remember like we met, what was it, like 3 years ago in Barcelona? I just texted you on
Yes, in
Instagram and we
Barcelona.
connected to shoot. And I just remember every time from there on, um, whenever we met after our meeting, I always went back with like such a positive feeling and just feeling super motivated to like, I don't know, do something or just spread positivity in the world. So yeah, that's like just such an amazing feeling.
Yo. Yo, but for me it's the same. Like every time you write to me, hey bro, I'm coming to Barcelona, and I'm like, yo, what? Like, let's go, let's go. Bro, it's sick, it's sick. Every time since day zero has been like,
Yeah.
yo, like connection pretty quick, like,
Yeah,
okay, let's
it's
go there,
been
let's go there.
yeah, it
Bro,
was
sick,
amazing.
sick.
So yeah, let's just start with maybe you introducing who you are and kind of what you do.
Okay, so I'm Alessandro Donaggio. I'm from Venice, Italy, one of the islands of Venice, and like is I'm quite lucky because I'm living in the only island that has like one street that goes to one way and the other. So I studied like art at the art school, but like I was so attracted by the BMX. Like I had a friend one day he called me, yo, bro, I have a new bike. Let's go check it. Let's go to the skate park. And I was like, yo, okay, let's go. Like, let's try this bike. And after try the bike, I was like, yo, this bike is sick. But this was in the mountains. Like in Venice, we don't have skate parks. We don't have street parks. We have
Mm-hmm.
like two spots for ride BMX.
Oh, really?
So when I came back home, I was like, yeah, so for me it was like, yo, I need a bike now, like, okay, I have to manage it. So I started working and
What
I
were you
figured out to
working?
find like I worked in a restaurant, like washing dishes,
Okay.
and I made it. I bought like my first bike, and it has been like love because it was the only things that was giving me also like since day one. It was the only things that was giving me like all these positive vibes, and was bringing me like in my space where I could just be me and like represent myself in the street and just have fun and disconnect from everything. Like, okay, I turn off and just ride my bike.
Yeah.
So I started riding that I was 17 or
Okay.
16 maybe. And yeah, I just worked for buying new pieces, because like the bike I had for first, it was like a pretty shitty bike, but it's like the bike I loved more because
Yeah.
it's when everything started.
Sure, and whenever you put like everything into a bike, then that makes it even more special, and like you have to take care of it, and it's like your whole possession
Yes.
kind of.
Yeah, like a girlfriend, even
Oh
more.
yeah, I remember like when we met this summer, and like your girlfriend was like trying to tell my girlfriend that I shouldn't start riding BMX because kind of like the bike kind of takes away from the relationship.
Yes, it's like you wake up and you're like, oh, I want to go biking. Like you watch your bike and they're like, okay, let's go, like quick.
So yeah, girlfriend kind of is like less interesting than the bike.
And like, so I had these two spots, but every time I was going and riding, like police was coming and making problems. Also because like it was not like a famous sport or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, people were looking at it like, oh, it's like some vandal stuff, like you're breaking stuff, you're not nothing. And from there, with my friend, we just decided to take a trip in Barcelona, because we were watching all the video every day, like, yo, hey, look at that guys, like every day riding, living the dream, you know, in Barcelona, full of spots. So we took a plane and we came in Barcelona for like 10 days. And yo, the 10 days changed everything. Like,
really,
I met people because I was the only rider in Venice. So for me, it was also, so for me, it was also hard to like manage to ride with other people, because like the closest boys riding were like at 1 hour and a half from me.
Okay, yeah.
And it was expensive a kind of way for like for me to go there. So after the first trip here, I was like, yeah, okay, I have to end my school and just take the first flight and come here. So
so you left school to ride BMX in Barcelona?
Like I ended my school at the last year, and I worked like 3 months. And from there, I was like, yo, okay, let's go in Barcelona. I didn't have that much money, like, I don't know, 500 euros, something like that. But I was too excited.
That's dedication, man.
And I was too excited to leave and take my bike. And my girlfriend helped me so much because she came here with me with Flixbus. It took like 26 hours of Flixbus. Yes, it's been crazy. But it's also an experience, like, it's been fun watching everything on the way. And yes, we arrived in Barcelona. And
so when did you move to Barcelona?
I moved in Barcelona when I was 19, I think. Yeah, 2 years and a half ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, like, so me and my girlfriend just took everything and came here. The first period has been crazy because in 2 months we changed like 7 flats. Something like that.
Really? Were you just like sleeping at other people's apartments, or where were you staying?
At other people's places, or like Airbnb and stuff. But yeah, at the beginning we're like, oh, let's go Airbnb, and then like contact someone for like long distance room, like for 1 year. But yeah, like we met a lot of crazy people that I don't even know how to say. Like you were waking up one day and they were like, oh, go out of here. Like some people have to come and take your room like for a highest price. So we were like, yeah, what the fuck? But it was okay. Like we were like, okay, it's Barcelona. Like we're gonna accept it. And I've been like 1 month and a half without a job, just like looking for the restaurants if someone needed to wash dishes and stuff. and after that I started working at the Parkwell, like touristic informators,
Mm-hmm.
and I worked there for like 6 months, working like 15 or 16 hours per day. So it was like
That sounds
just
crazy.
working,
Yeah.
and I was waking up at 3 a.m. to go ride a couple of hours before working,
Damn.
and sleeping nothing like 2 3 hours. But yes, but I was like, yeah, I'm in Barcelona. I have to like enjoy everything. Also, like the worst stuff, like I'm gonna enjoy it, like the small things in the big shitty stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, and now I changed like various job, and now I'm just working from home and taking my time to ride.
Mm.
Also, like after work, but that's the best. Like I'm feeling free than ever. Like never felt this free.
That sounds amazing. I kind of feel like that's like you, just your positivity. You'll always make the best out of like every situation, and you're so determined to like. Whenever you set something into your head, you're gonna make it for sure. And yeah, that's just something I really
Oh, thank
admire
you, bro.
about you.
Oh,
uh, so yeah, what I also wanted
thank you so
like,
much, brother.
sure. Usually in this podcast, my concept kind of is to speak to creative people, and usually I speak with like people from like the visual arts or kind of that area. But I kind of felt like it's really appropriate to speak to you because I feel like, especially your BMX riding, it has like so much creativity in there. That it's really fitting to talk to
Oh,
you
thank
and
you.
kind of like include this sport or the creativity of BMX riding into this podcast as well. So like what
Yo, thank you so much.
what do you feel like is the creativity, or is BMX for you something creative, or how do you approach it?
My approach to BMX, every time has been like, okay, I'm going to ride and I'm just gonna have fun with it. But
Mm-hmm.
like, I had no spot in my town, so what I had like a small stair and like a set of three stairs maybe, and
Okay.
then just flat.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just trying to have fun with everything, like for me it was nothing, like not a competitive way. Like I never saw BMX as a competitive things.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that BMX is a sort of art.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're in the street, you have a spot or just like nothing, and you just need to be you and just have fun with what you have. And since I came here and moved here, like also riding with other people teach me a lot, like
Mm-hmm.
how people saw the things, gave me the opportunity also of grow and like understand totally what's BMX for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, I see the BMX as a pencil, and we as an artist, and we just have
Mm.
to keep drawing in the street what we do.
That's like an
And yes,
amazing
that's
point of
more or
view.
less the way. Yeah, and yeah, for me this is BMX, like create something that you do and that make you feel happy and that make you feel good,
Mm-hmm.
and stay with other people and share also this creativity, because many times happen that you go to a spot with other 20 people, and this 20 person is just like doing something different
Mm-hmm.
from the other one, or like a ledge or like a rail. So yes, for me we all are artists and we're just having fun. And
Mm-hmm.
the street, it's our canvas, and we're just drawing and painting.
Yeah, also I kind of feel like whenever, I mean, you can kind of see, or there are writers that kind of like just try and do the same as everyone else does, because that's kind of like, I kind of feel like it's like norm or whatever everyone does. But I kind of feel like your writing is a little bit different. It kind of has something different in it and something that's more like you. And how do you get to that point where you have kind of your own style of writing? How does that develop?
Oh, for me, it's always been like just going out and have fun. It's always been like, I don't know, thinking about riding my bike 24/7. Like I don't know. Also, when I was like 18 or 19, I was just like, okay, I was waking up. going to the school and thinking, okay, maybe after I'm going to ride my bike and maybe let's try like that slide on that way or that way, and then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, touch that with the foot, don't touch it, or like I don't know. I was just thinking about BMX and what to do, like also in flat, like for learning and just for have fun. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, like at the beginning, everything was like okay, fun, 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 fun. Also, when I started to go into couple competitions, I participated to a couple of competition,
Mm-hmm.
but what I didn't like of that, it was like people were so competitive,
Mm-hmm.
and at the moment I felt that there was no more fun on what people was doing.
Mm-hmm.
They were just like, okay, I want to win, I want to win, and nothing was like, okay, let's go, let's go, let's have fun, let's enjoy like the vibes of the group, let's learn from each other also,
Mm-hmm.
because like I think that in BMX you learn so much from other people. Like every day you see the homies do something new, and so I think that that's keep your creativity every time like at full,
Yeah, that's what I was also
for sure.
one, or I also wanted to ask if it's like, where do you get your ideas from? Is it just from like watching other people, or just where do you get like all the ideas? Because looking at your writing is crazy, and for me, it's really hard to
Oh,
imagine
thank you.
like uh, to imagine where all these ideas come from. So where do you get your creativity
No,
from?
I understand. It's more like I love to have fun with my bike and also like riding with the boys. So yes, the boys are like the best power and power to start like thinking different also,
Mm-hmm.
like watching different spots in these years has always been like okay, like you can be yourself, you don't need, yeah, yes, you at the beginning for learning tricks,
Mm-hmm.
because it's also like a part of everything, like learning tricks and learn what other people do and try what other people do. It's everything like motivating, but at the same time, like I was, I just want to have fun and like find not my way to ride, but I was just thinking, okay, let's like ride have fun, watching also clips of the people riding, and yes, that's the craziest stuff. Like a lot of pro riders, every pro riders or every riders, every friends, everyone ride different.
Mm-hmm.
So from everyone, you can pick or
Mm-hmm.
try something that they're trying or try with them. This helped me a lot too. Like with a lot of homies, we're like, oh, okay, let's try this together. Or what do you think if I can, you put this in the middle and then like you do this. So like there's also a collaboration with the boys and with the
Mm-hmm.
homies. So yes, like it's a lot of things.
That also means that the community around like BMX riding is really important, I guess.
Yes, yes, it's really important. Like what they changed, like before I was in Italy and I was the only rider of the island, and now in an hour and a half of car I was the only rider. So
Mm-hmm.
for me has always been like watching video clips of other people and like see how could I do that things, but like in a different way, or like add something or remove something, or just like taking inspiration, like how people just stay in the bike. I was just like watching small things of riders that I was loving,
Mm-hmm.
and then like trying having fun, and then I came to Barcelona and I met an Italian guy, Mirko, that teach me a lot. It was like, yo, BMX is fun. Don't forget it. Like a lot of person growing and growing and growing with the bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Just think like BMX is, I don't know, like a big race. Like you have to be the best. You have to be like everything there. And most of the times happens that people forgot why they began to ride,
Mm-hmm.
so lost the sensibility
Mm-hmm.
and the fun that you had like the first day with your bike.
Yeah.
Like when you had your bike your first day and you were like, oh, just let's go, just pedal,
Yeah.
and a lot of person just lose this, they're like, oh no, I have to be like perfect and like this and like this and like this. That is good. Like everyone thinks different, but like my way of thinking is this: like I just want to have fun and
Yeah, but
have
how
fun.
do you keep that motivation or that sense of being amazed of this thing you're doing the way that when you started? How do you keep that alive in you?
Okay, like BMX saved me from a lot of like bad situation. It was
Mm-hmm.
also not only like a way of be happy, but
Mm-hmm.
a way of disconnect myself from all the other problems we had and all the other problems I had. Like, so for me, this is the best. Like, if I feel sad or I'm not feeling good, I know that the bike is the key for feeling better, and like just turn off like all the negative ideas or the negative stuff that you have on your mind. And yes, I just use my bike as a medicine, and it's the best medicine because it's the only things that keep me feeling alive and give me that emotions every day. Nothing is changing since day one. Yes, sometimes I don't know, we go filming eclipse and it takes like 4 days, and the third day is filming, I'm like, yo, like I'm hating this, like I can't came out of this. But like I come home, I take a shower, I sit, I go to sleep and I can't sleep because I'm just thinking of that. I'm like, okay, but like maybe I have to do like that and it's gonna work. So also filming, like keep this all alive, like going out with the boys, have a nice day out,
Mm-hmm.
check new spots,
Mm-hmm.
film new clips, and yeah, the homies, like having the homies every time on your side, and yes, keep you like motivated on riding. And also if you're not feeling good and you don't feel to ride, there's the homies like, yo, let's go. You're gonna use your bike for sure because it's the only way we have to move here in Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
So you go out with the bike and then, okay, I'm gonna ride a bit, and you're gonna feel better and better and better
Mm-hmm.
and better, and it's something that will keep you smiling.
It sounds like really relatable that kind of you have this medium in this bike where you can just blend everything else out and just like focus on what you love doing and not try and have everything else on your mind as well. And that's like really important to have, I guess, and that makes something way more special. And you've also said that BMX kind of allows you to be your true self, kind of in a way.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yes, for sure.
how do you think that, or in what way do you think BMX allows you to be your true self?
Okay, so like in Venice, like the people has such a close mentality. So for me, it was so heavy over there. Like I was being myself, but people in small town like are so oppressive.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to be yourself in such a like crazy island or world. Like it depends from where you're at, but like I think that it's pretty heavy in this period, being yourself and just finding yourself and staying with yourself. And yes, when I'm on my bike, like I'm kind of alone riding.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just me and my bike, and I'm gonna have fun, and having fun. I'm just gonna be myself because it's the only way to have fun and keep shredding, new learn a new trick also, because when you're happy and when you have that energy on your body, you feel also like, I don't know, maybe more blood turns on your brain, but like you're more motivated. You see a ledge and you think about more tricks or what to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's also like daily things. Maybe it's a bad day and you go to a spot and you're like, okay, I'm gonna just do like a couple tricks. But then when you watch the spot and you're like, okay, like I want to do something new, like, and then you start thinking and thinking and thinking and trying and trying and trying. For this reason, I was saying to you that is, for me, it's more like an artwork, also like a trick. just a 180 or a bunny up, like just putting the hair and having fun. I think that that's just the best, and that's the only way to be literally you. Like,
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like riding your bike is a way of kind of like escaping reality, or is it more of a way to like try and deal with something that's going on and like try and yeah, is it more about dealing with something, or is it more of escaping like everything else?
I think it's a bit like both of them. Like, there's a balance of them. Like, you go right in and you are not escaping, but like you're just turning everything off and concentrating to on a trick or on a ledge. And from the beginning, what I saw is that, I don't know, you crashed 100 times doing the tricks, and more or less it's quite the same on life. You just have to try and not to escape. I don't know how to say it, but like, if you have a problem in front of you, is we can say that it's a trick.
Yep.
You have to learn about it and like take something of it, and then grow that something and find a way, a solution, and to create your way to work with this problem and to solve it. Like, yes, BMX teach me a lot of it, because yes, like you escape from everything, but at the same time, when you come back home and you're like, okay, like my mind is way more clear, like I can organize everything way better now. Also because like BMX, I think, is a process. You arrive to a spot, you it's like you arrive to a spot, and you can't like do anything on it, but then you start looking at it, trying to it like a couple times, like, okay, like this is not working, maybe I can try this, and then you can reflect all these tries are tries that you're gonna do to solve another problem. Like, I know in Barcelona, uh, the craziest stuff is that a lot of shit happens, but also because it's a big city. So, like last year, I've been kicked off my place, and I've been homeless more or less for like a month, and I was also working in the month. So, uh, we've been like in an Airbnb, then in another place, and the only thing that I had in that moment was my bike. Obviously, your mindset is like, oh fuck, I'm full of problem over there. I don't know how to solve it. I need to find a house. Tomorrow I have to go to work. But I don't know. I was going riding my bike, and at the same time, I was like, yo, okay, like this is my sort of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So just like have fun in this like couple of hours, and then I will come back home and I will find the solution. And yes, BMX helped me so much, like everything like in the real life, as the job, the house, the place, all these problems, like familiar problems, family problems, and stuff like that. So BMX for me has also been like also like a book with all the secrets, but not written, just like writing, trying.
Mm-hmm. So like also something like you kind of touched on is how do you, I mean, you try a trick sometimes like over multiple days, kind of like try it 100 times, I don't know, even more maybe. How do you stay, or how do you try and keep the focus? How do you not give up in situations like this? I mean, you've touched on that before, and also how much that taught you in like your everyday life with dealing with problems. But how do you deal with that? I mean, for me that sounds incredible. If you like fall on your ass 100 times, how do you keep standing up and like riding that exact same spot again and again and again?
It's more like a battle that I have inside. Is like, oh, like, because my mind thinks that it's possible. So then you arrive to the spot, and maybe like the bank is broken, or is not like the same you thought. So like everything is starts to begin different,
Mm-hmm.
and like in the street is like this. You will we will never have like the perfect downledge, the perfect rail, the perfect bank, the perfect street. But that's also like the good things. BMX give you a battle
Mm-hmm.
that you have to fight with, and it's like learning every tries you're gonna learn something. Also like really small, like how many pedals you have to do before the tricks. Like it's stupid. It's like okay, it will be the same, but it's not like. And I don't know, like now I'm filming from a new video part, and one of the tricks it took like 4 days, and I was like, yo, like every day coming back home after 3 hours of filming, I was like, yo, I can't no more. Like, but at the same time, I was like, yo, I want to do it. Like my mind has it, like it workings on my mind, so why I can't do it with my
But
body?
how do you like? How do you how do you keep believing in yourself and in that you're able to land this trick? How do you not give up in situations like these?
Because I think I can do it. Like it's just my mind. Like so many times it happened that you crash like 200 times or 300 times trying a trick, but like it keeps you motivated. Like okay, it's
And
this
I'm
one. Like
crying whenever I fall once.
and it's like okay, I crashed 200 times. Now it's gonna work. Then it's not working, and then okay, no. I have to give couple more. Like it has to work, and when it works, it's like yo, like it feels super good. It's something that I never tried before. Like I don't know, it's not even satisfaction, but it's something more that is like okay, you see, like if you want, you can do it. Like just work. Find like why it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
Like why? Okay, why is not working? So you have to think what you're doing wrong, and thinking what you're doing wrong, like you grow up. Also because okay, this is bad. I don't have to do this. This is good. I ain't gonna do this. So also keep trying. You keep your body like also prepared to what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And also like a trick that a couple years ago I tried 500 times 3 days and I don't know what with times and times and trying it becomes like okay, I'm gonna do it, and you know that 2 3 tries it and it's work.
Mm-hmm. It's really crazy, like the way you talk about it. It feels like it's you could like totally swap out the theme of riding BMX and like just everyday life. I mean, just dealing with these like or overcoming these obstacles. It's really interesting to me, and it's like such an incredible thought to me on like how you can see those
Yeah,
parallels between like the sport and like everyday life.
thank you so much. Yeah, but it's also like I don't know, like Barcelona, living in the street of Barcelona is pretty different like from riding every street. I think like also in Italy like it's way different, but also because what's happening in the street is different. And being in the street you see like what's good and what's bad on the street. You see
Mm-hmm.
a lot of poor people without a place, and at the same time so you're riding and in the middle there's a lot of people, and a lot of people like it's just staying there suffering, and other people is like super good. And at the same time BMX like okay, hey, you're lucky, like you have something that keep you when you wake up, you have a place, like it's also this that keep you motivated. I think like feeling lucky to like living a good life, and like being able of enjoy something this much, and just like working on this and this and this, and just thinking about that. Like
Mm-hmm.
you wake up, I think, oh, I can't wait like to end my worksheet to go riding, or like when I go to sleep I'm like, oh yo, but imagine if like before at that spot I tried that. But yes, it's something that you have inside, and it's like working, you never
Mm.
stop.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. Like you're just such a humble person, and I don't know how you, or I feel like you, from any other person, you're like such a person that you appreciate everything around you so much more than everyone else does, and that's such an amazing
thank you.
like gift, I think. Like you just I have no clue like how you do it. How do you keep that in your mind on like how much you appreciate everything around you?
Yes, it's more like I've been in situation that like people was like living very very bad. So for me, I don't know, seeing a lot of people suffering, and also myself, like everyone has a really bad period in their lives, and I don't know, I'm just thinking like, okay, I'm happy to be here, and there's, I don't know, there's the sun outside, we have our bikes, also like everything's can go very bad, but at least, I don't know, I have my bike, like I can go pedal, I can discover places, I can climb the mountains with my bike and just like think about everything and what's going on. And but I don't know, like I think it's a way of feeling better. For me, pedaling, just pedaling and riding my bike is just the key of the happiness. Is like, okay, like everything is going pretty down, everything is collapsing, but
Yeah.
yeah, okay, like I have 2 hours for ride my bike. Also pedal is just,
Yeah.
yes, the medicine, like
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of think
it's crazy, it's crazy.
it's like I kind of want to wrap this up. I feel like we could talk forever and it would be like really interesting like for hours. But to kind of keep this together in the kind of like normal time, and
For
I
sure.
always try to end these talks with the same two questions. The first one is like, what is your goal as a BMX rider?
Okay, so as BMX riders, my goals will be like to ride my bike till the end of the days, like till the last day. I want to ride my bike and just have fun, and keep keep positive every day, and just like riding and riding, because it's the only way like to be free and happy. And yeah, so for me the goal would be to ride till the last day of
Mm-hmm.
my life, and that's it. Like have fun as day one every day, and enjoying the small things that, and small and big things that the bike gave to you, big opportunities. And also riding with the boys, like that's priceless. That's
Mm.
priceless. So yes.
You've touched on like so many things, but to kind of like conclude, I mean, what do you think were yeah, it's kind of ridiculous asking this question because that's what we talked about the whole podcast. But what makes BMX so special to you, or what do you love about it the most?
It just the BMX is something that can bring you in other places, and it's something that can create a connection also between peoples just by riding the same bikes. So for me, BMX is this special also because like it's something that make you travel first,
Mm-hmm.
make you meet with a lot of people and a lot of good people, and also bad people. You will every time find someone like
Sure.
that is not like the same vibes, but at least like the biggest part, or like everyone I met here in Barcelona, like the vibes that everyone is going to you is something that is priceless. Like BMX give you a family if you know how to take it, and
Mm-hmm.
also like not be scared about change, and also like, yo, okay, let's take a plane, and let's travel, and let's see what BMX offering, or like what War is offering, and the bikes will be always with you. Like it's something that is not going anywhere. Like, so yes, that is a key for happiness. Uh, uh, the way, and keep you traveling around, keep you meeting people, making new friends, and yes, just everything. It's like all the best stuff. that BMX can give you. It's just over there. You just to enjoy it and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, I think that's like an amazing ending to this talk as well. And I want to thank you so much for, I feel like you were so honest, and I think I've gained so much more
Thank you.
appreciation for you as a person. And yeah, so I think you're way more, or you have way more layers
Thank you
than
so
the
much.
ones you actually showcase in the beginning or at first sight. So yeah, I think, yeah, you're just such an humble and amazing person, and I wish for you
Thanks to
to
you
keep
to be you.
these attributes like forever, because that's like really special to have. So yeah, thank you really much.
Thank, thank you for everything, for the opportunity, and like for meeting each other. It's always like super good, and I'm feeling like super good every time. Yo, Rich is here. Yo. So for me, it's like crazy every time. Like every time.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You
really.
can't
Thank
really
you for
describe
everything,
it.
bro.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
thank
like,
you.
yo, it's crazy, it's crazy. Thank you, bro, for being you. Just really thank you for
You too.
everything.
Ja, das war mein Gespräch mit Alessandro Donaggio. Ich hoffe, ihr fandet es genauso spannend, wie ich es fand. Ihr könnt Alessandro auf Instagram unter Alessandro Donaggio zusammengeschrieben finden. Ich habe es auch nochmal in der Beschreibung verlinkt. Und ich würde mich sehr freuen über Feedback oder jegliche andere Hinweise, was ihr mir gerne mitteilen wollt zu diesem Podcast oder weitere Ideen. Ebenfalls könnt ihr mich erreichen auf Instagram unter u.eid, Anton Y. Dora Theodor. Ansonsten sage ich vielen Dank fürs Zuhören und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.